Hi guys, welcome back to Movies with Moya, and today I'll be reviewing The Mitchells versus the Machines. Now before you click off and think that this animated film is not for you, I want you guys to know that this film is produced by Miller and Lord, the same people who brought to you Into the Spider-Verse as well as Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. So you might want to hear this film out. Also, if you're new here, please remember to subscribe. I'm trying to get to 350 subscribers, and also to follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Movies with Moya. So as usual, let me start with a synopsis of the movie. So this movie is about a young girl named Katie Mitchell. She's a teenager and she wants to become a filmmaker, right? But you know, she stands out. She stands out at school because she's quirky. She's always making these weird films. She doesn't quite fit in at school. But that's not even the problem. The problem is that she also stands out at home because her father thinks she's so weird, making all these little films, being so consumed with technology, and that she should pursue a more mainstream career because he doesn't think being a filmmaker will really make her money and she won't really be successful with it. So he's like spending his whole life, her whole teenage years, trying to convince her to do something else, focus on something else, and the two of them are always butting heads. But Katie does not let that kill her shine because she spends her whole high school life trying to get into a really good film school. And she did. She got into a really good film school and she was so excited to leave, finally leave her parents, finally be with her people, you know, finally fit in a social circle. But her dad decides that he's gonna let her miss orientation weekend. He's gonna plan a whole family road trip to take her to college. So yeah, he canceled her plane tickets because she was supposed to fly there. He canceled her plane tickets and said, we are going to take you to college, because he thinks that this would be a great way to bond with her before she gets to college and probably fix all the parts that he broke, like all the parts of the relationship that he broke growing up, like broke with her. Yeah, he thought this was a good way to mend that. Obviously, Katie is upset because how you get into a school and you finally get to go and enjoy yourself, and your father says, no, not even orientation weekend, you can go. We have to go together. So she has to spend like 3 more days with her dad. Ugh. And if you think that's as bad as it gets, no, it gets worse, because on this road trip there's a robot apocalypse, and funny enough, they're the family that has to save the world. So all of Katie's dreams have been sidetracked. Now the main goal is to save the world, so hopefully she can have some, you know, future and actually go to this school. And funny enough, you'll be even more upset when you realize why the robot started this apocalypse, because you're like, robots, you're really that petty? But I won't tell you because you guys have to go watch the movie. But with that said, let me go into what I really liked about the film. So first off, it scored an 8.5 out of 10 for me, and it gets most of its marks because of relatability. I feel like everyone can relate to the fact that, you know, growing up, you're so attached to your parents, because Katie and her father, they were like best friends. They were like this. But then, you know, as you grow older and you have your own opinions and interests, you kind of grow apart from your parents and you guys kind of butt heads. And especially as a teenager, a young adult growing up, you can't see why your parents do what they do. You can't understand why they think how they do until you like become an adult and you're like, oh yeah, I see why you thought that. I mean, you're probably not right, but I understand. You know, we can fix the relationship. And I think, you know, the natural course of things with Katie and her dad, that if the robot apocalypse did not come, you know, after Katie graduated from film school, something like that would have probably happened, you know, like with everyone, unless you live like a perfect family life and you and your parents just good throughout your life. Good for you. But I feel like that's exactly what would have happened. But this robot apocalypse, you know, kind of speeded up things and got her and her father to repair their relationship, you know, before, you know, when it probably would have happened. So I think that's very relatable, our whole robot Apocalypse bringing them together, and her finally, you know, appreciating her dad, understand where he's coming from, and her dad finally understanding where she's coming from, and, you know, getting to love and appreciate her filmmaking. And it's just really, really, really sweet. And then in addition to, you know, the relatability, it was so heartwarming, like seeing all of that unfold. It made me cry. Like, I'm seeing online in other reviews where people said they cry, so I know it's not just because I'm being soft, you know. I know it will make you cry. It's absolutely so sweet and heartwarming, like seeing their relationship blossom, you know, seeing like Katie take back some of the hurtful things she said about her dad. Just seeing them grow and mature, and the mom, you know, she's just trying to hold everybody together. It's just so beautiful to watch, and I promise you, you will cry. Very touching. Not as tear-jerking as maybe Soul, but it will make you shed 1 or 2 tears. Also, it was pretty funny, like not grown-ups kind of funny. It's not an inappropriate funny, but it was like a nice, clean, wholesome, you know, dad jokes, pop culture references here and there kind of funny. That's the kind of funny it was. And it wasn't too corny or anything, so you actually did laugh. You did kind of chuckle throughout the movie. So yeah, I would say I tell you, it's very pleasant movie. And in addition to the jokes, the voice actors were top tier. Like, there was even Maya Rudolph, you know. Maya Rudolph is my favorite actress. Not because her name is Maya and mine is Moya. I mean, yeah, that's one of the reasons. But I really do love her. And all the voice actors are perfect for their roles. Like, the voices that they have fit the animation. So I thought that the voice actors were perfect. Perfect choices. So yeah, as I said, this is an 8.5 out of 10. Really good animated film on Netflix. Sony did a really good job with this one, and I advise you guys to watch it. I had put it on my list of shows you could watch with your dad on Father's Day, you know. But if you didn't see that because you're not following me on TikTok, go follow me on TikTok so you get all my suggestions probably before I put them on YouTube. So yeah, follow me on TikTok. Follow me on Instagram at Movies with Moya, and make sure to subscribe to my channel. Please, I can't grow without you guys, and I'm trying to get to 350 subscribers. Also, if you have any suggestions, let me know in the comments below, or if you want to DM me on Instagram or even on TikTok. I respond anywhere, you know. So with that said, thank you guys for watching. Goodbye.